gaffer. We've had some good results so far this season. Is that the best one yet?
I think from an away performance, we've had some really positive away performances. Luton, Hartlepool, but today with the intent that we attack with, and we look like scoring at quite a number of opportunities. We're really threatening going forward. But again, look at the defensive structure of the team. We've limited Carlisle, the home side, to very little chances, and that's what pleases me when I look at the structure of the team, and the real shape of it. We look very strong at the back. We look good in midfield. We had a great energy about performance. But I've said it all week. We've had a really good week, a really positive week, and it's been full of quality and precision. And I think them are the two things that stood out today: real quality, high speed, high tempo, high precision. And you get one of them performances where I wouldn't have been embarrassed if it were 5 or 6-0. I really wouldn't. Craig Jones should have had an hat-trick today quite easily, but his bravery in keep getting in and keep getting in and keep threatening that back line was quite incredible. And it was a brave performance from Jonah. And when he got in the end, I expected him to just lift it over, but he said he just closed his eyes and smashed it. So it was a brilliant performance.
You said during the week that the game plan against Wycombe didn't quite go to plan. Did it today for you?
I think, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. We worked on something over at Man United on Tuesday, playing with 2 shadow strikers, and it really worked to great effect. First half and to come in a clean sheet was again part of the game plan. But second half, I just believed that genuinely we had too much probably running power, which we have for most teams, but certainly we had too much running power, which would have come into effect later on. The bench looked like a real strong bench today. You're looking around, you can put Nards on, you can put Lowy on, you can put Dwayne Holmes on, Platty, Sedge. It starts looking like a really offensive bench, and we put 3 strikers on to go and really take the game to Carlisle, and that's what we did.
So Ryan Lowe, obviously you mentioned there was on the bench. Was that a tactical sort of decision, as like bringing him on as an impact sub maybe in the second half? No,
Lowe, since he's come in, he's done excellent. His work's been excellent. He's surprised me, in fact, with the way he trains and how hard he trains, and that's something I might have to look at. Maybe pull him from 1 session a week, because he just gives everything in training, and his performances have been full of quality, but he's just been searching for that goal. Sometimes taking out the firing line can actually help and benefit you, and I think we had a chat on Friday, a really good chat, and Lowy just said, just got to relax and just get the goals will come. You're a proven goal scorer, you're an incredible goal scorer, and I think seeing it a different way and just take yourself out of something. You miss the elephant in the room, and I think that he has done. But today, he made that goal for himself. I talked about him the other day about how he can create and make goals for himself. But we had good runners and good support in and around him. But there's only one thing in his mind, when he impacted on the shot and executed the shot, which was it in the back of the net. So I'm delighted for Lowy. But I don't really go on too much about individuals, because it is a team sport, and it was a real team performance today.
So obviously with that result today, when we last looked, we've now gone into the top 3. We're 3rd in the league. How important is it now to stay in that top 3 position?
It's important to just keep being competitive and keep improving. We're work in progress. This isn't a finished article. The chairman and myself, we've set a real vision and a plan out, and it's early days in this plan. It really is. Last season was survival, which we maintained, and this season we're building on from that. So we just want to be competitive. We want to improve our quality of play, because I do believe that if you improve the quality in all aspects of your play, you'll get more results, and we want consistent results, and consistent results come from doing the right thing consistently. So we know what we've got to do, we know where we want to be, and if we're in top 3 tonight, then it's a reward for a lot of hard work from the chairman, from the management, and from the players and the staff, because I don't believe there's an hard-working staff up and down the country. And the players are now, showing signs of, becoming very, very good players in this league.
So how does today now take us forward going on to Tuesday against Stevenage at home?
Well, we're in tomorrow. We've got a day of work tomorrow, which I'm already looking forward to. We'll take the aspects out of this game, the positive aspects, and go and show the players and make sure that they understand the game plan. Come 7:45 on Tuesday, it'll be a totally different game, and it'll be another one that I want to be very, very competitive in. But again, I want the quality of work right up there. That's one thing that I will always maintain while I'm at the manager, is a high quality and a high level of work rate. And we've got to make sure that our recovery is good tomorrow, Monday, so that we're full of the energy that has been on display today.
Question about Kale. He was going under the knife, I think, on Wednesday, wasn't he? Was any good news from that?
Well, it's just same as he's got probably 3 to 6 weeks out. But with Kale, he was just he hit the wall in terms of finding it difficult to come into full-time football, but certainly with the intensity and frequency we train at. And he'd just come through that, so he was in a good place now to kick on. He really was. We played 2 behind closed doors games, and he was excellent. So it's just going to take him a bit of time then, once the injury's recovered, to pick up from that and to generate that where he left off. So we'll see the best of him, but it's just setting back a little bit.
Okay. You talk about different tests, I suppose. Carlisle today, what sort of test Stevenage mentioned completely different. I mean, what do you expect at Stadium on Tuesday?
Well, it's I think high tempo, pressing in your face football. I think that's what Stevenage will possess and be about. And it's just a good game off the back of this one for us to go and test ourselves against another good League 2 club, and I think that's the interesting thing with League 2. Not one team's the same. You've got so many different styles of play, formations, formats, different styles of play. So we've just got to make sure we're ready and really concentrate on what we're good at and what we can do, because this is a fantastic group of players, and when they work like they've done today, and they have done all season. We got a point last week away from home, and the lads put in one hell of a shift in. They really did, which I think maybe has got overlooked a little bit. But the energy and quality on show this week has been nothing more outstanding. This performance has really capped an excellent week's worth of training.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing that you would have thought at half time is show that quality in front of goal, and I mean, for Jonah to come back and do that was, like you said, a very gutsy thing to do, wasn't it?
Very gutsy, and that's what one thing that when you get players that have played in non-league, one thing they do, they're hungry, they respect football, and they're trying to work their way up, and Jonah's trying to work his way up through the football pyramid, and what you always see every day with Jonah is someone who's got an ambition, a drive and a willingness, and his 3 chances that he's almost created on himself. He's had that drive and ambition to get in there. Lesser players and players that were maybe hiding would have not gone in there and kept going in there, but he did do. So he got his reward, and I'm delighted for him. But Danny Rose, he just kept saying, I just need that one chance, and sometimes that's what Danny does need. He's a very brave header. It was an excellent all-round performance, so delighted.
And a word on that goal, I suppose. I mean, everyone was looking around. For some reason, there was a hush in the ground. They were waiting for a flag or a whistle or something like that. But he just went up there and made it his, really, didn't he?
Yeah, it looked as though, I don't know, it didn't look a cross that had real much danger on it. No. It was a looping cross, a high cross. But Danny's picked the fly up and stood and just hung, really, which he does well. But to direct it in, over the keeper. Listen, when you see Danny Rose in training, it's not just lucky what Danny does. He gets in them positions, and when he's in them positions, he's got just an absolute hunger to score, score goals. So, Danny knew what he was doing. But like you said, there was a bit of a silence after that.
And it shows his guts as well, because I guess you would expect to get clattered in such a situation as that, wouldn't you?
You do, but he doesn't think about that. Yeah. He's just, well, you could tell, because it was a strange ball in, he's just picked the fly up, and the only thing he's concentrating on is the ball. And he's watched it, and then his timing was perfection. So he's in amongst the goals, and it's what makes the kid tick.
Brilliant, thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.